Facility is monitored 24 hours a day. No weapons there. Hello. Oh, of course there is. Yeah, it's a constitutional right. Oh yeah, it's my First Amendment. I'm not going to go past your gate, so don't worry.
You're trespassing right now.
Hey, stay back.
No, you need to move, sir.
Why do I need to move?
Sir.
It says parking over there. It doesn't say no trespassing. Are visitors not allowed?
Visitors are allowed.
So how do I go about visiting?
You have to call the Federal Aviation Administration.
So is there something I can fill out, like a form here? Or?
No, you have to call them up. But you need stuff off the property.
All right, I'll walk, but you don't have to push me. And you don't have to get in my face like you're a tough guy.
I'm not pushing you. Please step off the property right now.
So are visitors not... Can you call a supervisor?
No.
I'm not doing anything bad. I'm not giving you guys... Wait, hold on.
Don't give me a hard time.
Don't yell. Lower your tone. You work for me. Lower your tone.
No, I don't know.
I come in peace. You work for me. I'm your boss. Calm down.
Don't even start with that.
Calm down. If I don't leave, will I be arrested?
Yes.
I will be arrested? And what's your name?
I am Officer Valdemar.
All right. So under threat of arrest, I'm going to leave.
I'm not threatening you.
You just said I'm going to get arrested if I don't leave.
For trespassing.
No, it says visitors. What does that sign say? Sir.
I'm asking you nicely.
Sir, and I'm asking you nice questions cordially and respectfully. Look, what does this say right here? Visitor parking. Meaning you guys allow visitors. I'll stay right here. Call the police then.
Parking, but, like I said.
I understand. You're just doing your job.
This is federal property.
Yeah.
We just want to make sure everybody's safe.
No, I get it where the property line is, and I understand 100% that this is federal property, but it's kind of like a post office in a sense.
No, it's not.
It is, because it's federal. It's federal. I can't go in restricted areas. Like, for example, I couldn't walk in that building without having, like you said, clarification. How do you say, being authorized? No, but there's signs saying visitors, meaning they have visitors allowed.
But you're not a visitor.
You see what I'm saying? Like I said, I can't. You have those guard gates for a reason, because I can't go past that. Let's do a selfie real quick. Ready? All right.
Got you. Thanks.
So yeah, seriously though, I mean no harm. I wish you guys the best, man. I'm not here to give you a hard time.
Give us your name.
Yeah, guy with a camera. Trust me, you look around, you'll find me.
Appreciate it.
All right, take care. All right. So to clarify, I can be in here as long as I don't go past that guard gate, right? Because here's the thing, and I'm just trying to make your job easy. No, I hear you. I understand you're just doing your job.
I'm going to escort you now to city property. I'm not arresting for trespassing.
Do you have the power to arrest?
Yes.
Under what's the code? Let me turn my phone off. All right, guys, welcome back. You're here today with your boy, anthonyx. And today's long overdue video is part 2 of my First Amendment audit I conducted in Fremont, California at the FAA building. So before we get into it, let me kind of catch you up on what happened. Like always, I'm taking pictures and video, peacefully working on my story from a public sidewalk when I noticed near the main entrance there's no signage of any kind saying restricted area, government property, no trespassing, nothing of that nature. On top of that, right in the middle of the driveway on the little island, there's actually a green sign saying visitor parking. Moving forward, I decide to enter the property in the common area where it says visitor parking and work my way over towards the guard station so I can read and document for my story all the stuff they have posted. When the security guard comes out and approaches me extremely aggressively, mumbling how I'm not allowed to take pictures on federal property. And remember, guys, he identified himself as an officer with the power to arrest. And as you can see from the video, when him and his partner grabs me from both sides, he says, "You're under arrest." He never says, "You're being detained, we're going to question you, we're going to call the PD to see what they can do or press charges." He says, "You're under arrest." And I know some of you are thinking, well, I would never let a security guard put me in handcuffs. Guys, you got 2 armed security guards with handcuffs, guns, pepper spray. Do you think it's really a smart idea for me with a bad back, a sciatic nerve issue, a bad shoulder, to start fighting them, maybe have them shoot me just because I don't want them to arrest me? Hell no. On top of that, I know I didn't break any laws, and as far as I know, here in California, I don't think they have the power to arrest me. The funny thing is, if I was technically arrested, how come I don't have an arrest record? How come I wasn't charged? How come I wasn't brought downtown? Not to mention, they never even got my ID or even searched me. They just said I was under arrest and held me there against my will, preventing my movement in handcuffs with my bad back and bad shoulder until the Fremont police showed up, and after discussing it with them, probably realized they made a big fucking mistake and let me go. Anyways, after I was released from this so-called illegal arrest, I turned my phone back on and recorded for a few minutes, then I went live. So here's some of that footage. Please enjoy, check it out. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. Let's get into it.
Do you have the power to arrest?
Yes.
Under what's the code? Let me turn my phone off. And I do have business. The business I'm conducting is not only lawful, just to be clear, it's constitutionally protected. Right now, and he never asked me, just so you know, but I'm telling you now as peace officers that I'm exercising my First Amendment right, freedom of press. I'm an independent journalist gathering content for a story. This will be disseminated to members of the public. So at that point, that's my official business.
I understand.
On there. And like I said, they have a visitor thing. So my question is, I'm going to leave, obviously, I'm going to leave no matter what, obviously, within 5 minutes, after we're done talking on there. The thing is, what I like to be clear is I'm allowed to be here. I want to finish my 2-minute little video clip and be on my way. But if you're saying I have to leave now, you're not honoring your oath because number one, do you even have jurisdiction on here? I don't know if you know, because you said you weren't sure exactly when you first came on here. This is federal property. Number two, I didn't break a law. Number three, not only is what I'm doing lawful, it's constitutionally protected. I'm not just a guy randomly walking on here to camp or loiter.
I hear you out, and every time we start talking,
Well, because it's frustrating that I'm trying to be run off public property.
First of all, I'm not trying to kick you off anything. We simply came here because they said.
But you said you're going to do what they want, not what's lawful.
I never said I was going to do what they want. All I'm saying is that at this point, their property is a certain point. I understand it's federally owned. I get it. We all pay
Publicly,
taxes
yeah.
for it. That's what I'm saying. It's federal property, right?
Which
That's
is
what
public,
you're
yeah.
saying. We all pay
This
our
part.
taxes. We all get a piece of the pie, right? I understand that. I'm not saying that you're wrong. The problem is that as the representative for this site, when they say somebody can't come back to a site,
For breaking a law or causing a disturbance, but for doing a constitutionally protected activity, from the best of my knowledge, and I could be wrong too, you can't kick someone off federal property that you're in a common area where you're legally allowed to be, that's exercising a constitutional right. The Supreme Courts have already ruled that public photography in itself
I never said it
is
wasn't.
not a crime. My point is, you can't just say you want someone off. Now, if I was going up to people and let's say that people are trying to conduct their business, and I'm getting in the way, I'm blocking their traffic, interfering from doing their job, then that would be a crime. But me simply standing on a sidewalk.
And just so we're clear, I'm not sitting here accusing you of a crime. I mean,
No, I know,
start
but
talking, I
but
take
you're
you
about
out
to
of their
enforce
hands.
it though. What they're doing. That's what I want.
I'm just asking them what their wishes are and trying to understand exactly.
You're right. But the key is, are you going to enforce those wishes, or are you going to enforce the law and the Constitution? That's my question to
Then I
you.
go talk to them and ask them if.
I don't want you to ask them. See, I don't need their permission, though. That's the thing.
Well,
I hear what you're saying. You're just trying to, how do you say, make the peace for both sides?
no, but I'm just trying to.
How about this? Tell him, hey, he has, and just hear me out, man. He has a right to be here. He already said he's going to leave in a couple minutes, and I'll be on my way. You guys drive away, I'll walk away.
That's what I was trying to say.
But not tell them that, not ask them, though. You said that you're going to ask them. I don't want you to ask them. I'd like you to inform them. And I'm not trying to be rude to them or condescending, but the bottom line is, like I said, I mean, this is a common area. There's a visitor sign right there.
Right.
I didn't go over the sign, the no trespassing area. I never once used foul language on them. I wasn't impeding their business or of operations. I mean, so what I'd like you to do as a citizen, and you being a public employee, a sergeant, I'd like you to go over there and say, hey, you know what? I understand your guys' concerns. Thanks for calling. He has a right to be here. He did acknowledge, though, he's going to be leaving as soon as we leave, but he has a right to be here. If he wants to come back tomorrow, he's welcome to come back to, you don't have to say it word for word, but if he wants to, you know what I mean, though? He has a right to be here. It's a 2-hour drive for him. I'm not going to be back here every day.
Let me go chat with him, Robert.
All right.
All right. You guys need anything else?
And I don't know, like, just,
I mean, if you want something documented.
I would like an incident card with if you guys each have business cards, that'd be great too. Frank Evans, A31. Hell yeah, baby. So I'm over in Fremont, California. And guys, I'm not gonna be able to read every comment. So Frank Evans, A31, if you see anyone else in there, maybe you could help let them know. I'm over here at the Federal Aviation Administration. It's federal property. I'm in the common area here. There's no signage saying restricted. They even have a sign right here saying visitors, and he said you're being arrested. I don't even know if the security guards have the authority to arrest people. Technically, they didn't get my information. They just let me go. Once they got here, they uncuffed me. But I was actually in handcuffs, guys. The security said I was arrested. They sent the police over to come and take me to jail or maybe issue me a summons for court. Obviously, I'm just in the common area here. Frank Evans, A31, if they detained me, no. His exact words, and I'll play the video later on. He said I was actually arrested, put me in handcuffs, had me standing over there, turned my phone off right away so they couldn't get into it, put it in my backpack, and they said I was arrested, and then they called the police to either take me to jail or issue me a summons for court, whatever they were gonna do. Here's a screenshot, guys. All right, we got almost 100 people in here. Let's go. But yeah, like I said, the security is letting their ego get the best of me. They basically kidnapped me. They put me in handcuffs. They were cordial after they violated my rights. So let's just say they cordially violated my rights. You know, they did offer me water. They brought me a chair out in case I want to sit down. But with my bad back, it's hard for me to, you know, to do that. Let's see what the Sarge says when he comes out.
Here I am.
All right. Got it all worked out, brother?
So here's the thing. I think
There's always a thing. Oh, man.
No. Well, hear me out,
All right.
man. You keep talking over me. I think you have some valid points regarding signage and everything else. I have explained to them that I don't feel comfortable in enforcing a trespassing against you for being in the parking lot. I think it's
Appreciate
a valid
it.
point that says visitors. They're saying that there's people in the world that come here are pre-approved and vetted and all of that
I'm sure
stuff.
there is.
And I explained to him that you understand that, but the general public may not understand that if they come in here. So they have asked just for safety of the property and for you, that if you want to stay here and film in this area, obviously you haven't been trying to jump the fence or breach the gates or anything, that you just stay over on the sidewalk area only because there's cars that come and go and they don't want to have an incident on the property with vehicles.
Yeah.
But other than that, you're welcome to stay in the open parking lot area, and we're not going to take any enforcement action or anything along those lines.
Well, I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
We've talked to them about where they may need to speak with their legal team about improving signage regarding trespassing and entry even past this property line and stuff like that. That's something that they're going to have to talk to lawyers and stuff like that about, right? So,
and I'm just curious for your report, because I know you guys are going to generate a report. I'm not sure which one of you, but at some point, did they admit?
Did you ask for a report?
No, he gave me the instant number. He's very helpful. My question is, though, with you speaking with them, you know, without me having to, you know, get the body cam footage, did they admit to you that they said I was arrested? Because I'm just wondering, how does the law work in that? How can I be arrested, but I never was processed? He didn't say I was detained.
Okay, I don't know what their verbiage was. You said they said you were arrested.
Did he tell you that I was arrested, or did he just say because when you came, you saw me in handcuffs?
You were in handcuffs. I'm not saying you weren't.
Yeah.
I'm sure that they can detain. They have the
And
powers
my other
to-
question is, can I press charges on them for illegally kidnapping me?
I don't think that there was illegal kidnapping that occurred.
I wasn't free to go.
No, I'm certainly we're detained. I'm not saying that, but they have a right to detain someone that they believe is breaking the law.
But
Right,
he never
it's
said I
allowed.
was detained, though. He said I was arrested. So that's my question.
Okay, they're not police officers, right?
Okay.
So they're.
I get it. You're just in the middle.
No, for sure. They may have said something, and that would be something that civilly, if you wanted to contact an attorney, which you had kind of talked about, and approach them regarding who it was and what they did and all of that stuff, for sure.
And your body cam was on the whole time in there?
Not the whole time now,
So you turned it off during the
I
middle
did.
of a call? Why would you do that?
because it's a sensitive area that they don't allow filming in.
Okay. But what about audio?
No,
You turned that off too?
it's
Isn't that your
all
policy
on.
to keep it on while you're?
no.
I'm pretty sure if I go through your policy while you're in the middle of a call, it's supposed to be on. So you have the power to turn it on and off.
Because
And
people can ask us to turn it off, like a victim of, let's say, God forbid, a sexual
but the only victim
assault.
was me, though.
Hold on. You're asking me questions. I'm trying to explain it to you, but every time I explain it to you, you keep talking over me. And I'm happy to have the discussion. So
Wow, you turned the body cam off, guys.
so a victim or people in a certain area can request us to turn it off for safety, for security, because the person doesn't want to be recorded. That's part of our policy, but we can turn it off.
Kind of like if I requested the body cam footage, they would redact anything that was like sensitive, you know, in there, but they're supposed to keep it on the whole time from my knowledge. I don't know if you guys have different departments. I'm pretty sure it's actually a California law, not a policy of your department. I could be wrong. I'm just saying that's just the best of my knowledge.
So all that being said, if you want to have
no, we hear it. No, I'm gonna take off actually. Okay. Could you? I just one last favor. I know you've been here for a while, man. You got to get back on the road. Can you give me the business card of their corporate number, like so I can file a complaint with them? I don't know if I would do that for here, but I'd like to do one with their actual security company.
Okay. So
if you could, and after that, I'll be on my way.
You want a contact number for?
Yeah, just because I need to file a complaint on this. I can't let it slide. I'm not sure what's going on with my phone. My screen just got extremely dark. I'm not sure if you can see it, but I can't read pretty much anything here. I'm gonna take my glasses off. That probably would help a little bit. But yeah, so we're here at the FAA building. I'm just in the public common area. I never once went past the gates. I never went in the restricted area. The security guards here, which I'll show you in a video next week when I post it, said I was arrested, guys. The second they arrested me, I turned my phone off for safety. I would have loved to keep it on because I was still calling them out for a lot of bullshit that they were doing, but I wanted to turn my phone off because once I turn it off, guys, it immediately uploads all my information to my iCloud. I didn't want to take a chance of them doing something with my phone or trying to delete it, or you never know. Now, I'm just working on a story.
It's like for government accountability type of thing?
That kind of thing. Gotcha. No, I was just working on a story, and then these security guards, I don't even know if they have arresting powers. I have to look up to see if they have like a contract.
Yeah, they're not arrested, but they can.
But his exact words were,
in custody.
gotcha.
I believe. I'm not.
Well, that's a different. Like saying you're detained while we investigate is one thing, but he said I was arrested, put me in handcuffs. He didn't say, "Oh, we're detaining you while the police come." Yeah. So he basically violated. I was just in the common area. I'm a big guy, man. I can't get over this fence if I tried.
No.
I'm not here to give anyone trouble working here. I'm not here to cause trouble.
Trust me.
You know, I want to keep the FAA safe as well. You know, I travel as well sometimes. You know, I don't want to get on a do not fly list or anything like that.
No.
You know, on here, I'm just a guy with a camera peacefully recording.
I thought I saw you guys on YouTube or something.
Yeah.
Right?
And the funny thing is, right when I was about to leave, that's when he decided
I
to,
hear you, man. Yeah.
you know,
Keep
take care.
keep them honest.
Okay.
Definitely. Appreciate you.
Here's their business contact number.
All right.
They didn't want to provide names or anything. I'm
Okay,
sure
I'm sure I can look it up. I'm sure they have records.
I'm sure their company can figure out who was working at what time on what day for you.
Okay. Well, I appreciate your time, my man.
Yeah, no
And
problem.
I appreciate you upholding your oath. And sorry if I interrupted a lot, man. I was just a little riled up.
Hey, I get it, man. Everybody gets a little fired up, and I understand constitutional
You know,
rights are an important thing.
like I said, you know, he didn't say I was detained while they investigate. In my mind, like I don't know if I'm getting summons for court. Am I going to get arrested and be locked up over the weekend? I didn't know what was going on in my mind. Just for taking pictures, you know, so got me nervous.
Yeah. No, I
You
understand.
know. All right, brother. Take care.
Cool. You mind if I ask the name of your page?
Nah, I can't disclose that, man.
I was just gonna watch.
All right, AX fam. There you have it. Part 2, FCC, Fremont, California. What are your thoughts? Pass or fail? You be the judge. Let me know in the comment section. That being said, thanks for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. We'll see you on the next video. And definitely go check out my new merch store. And if you want to help keep me on the road, donation links in the description. Last but not least, no bootlicking. Fremont, California, FAA, peace.